I go. As the story goes on, young Jew and I face similar physical and physical pain. Throughout the story, young Jew and I go through the same places and times where we would get things out of hand. However, I did not have an abusive father. I did not go through, but I did go through personal family problems. The things young Jew and I can relate are our parents coming to a different country, uh, struggles, and the times where we had family problems. Those were really hard times where we do not want to face. Knowing that things are going to turn out bad, where we would not want to go through as a family. Until this day, I would never forget those times. Where I was let down and the times where I was not. While I was reading this book, those memories still come back to me. Young Jew connects to my personal life due to how they moved here, the struggles that they had as family, and the family problems that they faced together. Young Jew's family moves from Korea to America to live a better life. That relates to me. It relates to me because my dad and my mom keep telling me the same story and how they came here and the experience that they had. They tell me that they had to cross the deserts and hills to come here from Mexico. That they walked until they saw a place or a city, as stated by Young Jew. Alpha says that Migo, everyone can make lots of money even if they do not go to an important school in the city. Page 11. My mom told me that they left everything to come to America, such as the house that they owned in Mexico. They did that all to have a better life compared to the lives that they had in Mexico. To come to America is a trip that they will never forget. Young Jew and her parents left everything to come to America, and that they also did that because they knew that they could have better lives in America. During that time, when they came to America, Young Jew relates to me because of how Young Jew's family had family conflicts. Young Jew's parents had their moments together and they had their family issues. That they also connect to me because my parents had those times. Where we as a family have family problems too. Young Jew's parents had a lot of problems, and that has happened to my parents. Even to this day, my mom faces those consequences that they will always stick with her. As stated by Young Jew, my father's killing my mother, page 139. In my personal family issues, I have a sister who has a husband who every week spends his time with beer. We had problems with him because before my parents had separated, my sister had her ups and downs due to how he would always beat her up, and the times where she left him, and those times when she would come back to him. But I don't blame her. But I don't blame. But I don't blame him because he had his ups and downs. But he's getting better and better. Now that they have 3 kids, he's taking more responsibility. As stated by Young Jew, even after 10 stitches on the cut above her eyebrow, 2 stitches on the corner of her lip, and tape ribs, Uma will not press charges. Page 140. She had times where she would not do anything about it due to how my sister had the love for him and how Uma felt for Abba. Young Jew and her family struggle with problems and that they faced them together. That relates to me and my family because those types of moments where from my family, what I would remember. As stated by Young Jew, where were you, Uma asked. That is not none of your concern, Alpha slurps. Page 95. That trusting one another was hard for my mom to trust my dad, and hard for my dad to trust my mom. So both ways, they didn't know what to do if they could not communicate together, and that they did not know who to trust anymore. Those times where my parents had their ups and downs. Together they tried to make it work, and they tried to last so we would not have to face the life that my brother and I face today. But that did not last, and that made them who they are today. Young Jew relates to me due to how that we both faced through the same life and that we have today. Those are times where we will never forget and the types of family problems that we faced. Those times where we would never forget and the types of family problems we faced. That we had the same feelings, and due to how how many problems my personal family and my personal life has faced. That the hardest time was when young Ju and I had to see our parents go through different ways, and that probably hurt us the most. That those times were really hard, and I will never forget.
Let me finish.